The Witcher is a new series on Netflix based on popular Polish book series and video game series. It stars Henry Cavill as the titular character, Geralt of Rivia, and it essentially follows three different characters' paths. You've got obviously Geralt as the Witcher, who is a sort of monster hunter with some magical powers and abilities. You've got Yennefer, who is a peasant girl who shows magical potential and is bought from her father and then made to study magic in a sort of mage's academy. And then you've got a young girl who's a princess and her kingdom gets overrun by an evil army, and she goes on the run and she's got to find Geralt because of reasons explained in the series. He is essentially a, I don't know, godparent to her. It's not the term they'd use in the series, but you know, for the purposes of explaining that, that's what he is. The series follows these three characters and they're operating in different timelines. So at first it's quite confusing and you wonder what the hell's going on and why things don't match up. I think a lot of people who've reviewed this have maybe watched 1 or 2 episodes and don't realise that if you watch the series through to its conclusion, it all makes sense and it's actually quite satisfying when the narratives start merging and intermingling and tying together, and you see events in a different light once you realise when and where they're set. This is the kind of series where you can't really watch 1 or 2 episodes and then get a view on it. You have to watch them all. I think Henry Cavill's really good as the Witcher. He's meant to play this sort of tough, emotionless, hard guy, and other characters play off him, whether it be for humour, romance, sadness, and you see him sort of going through the world as this outcast. That's his character. That's how he is in the games, and he does, as the series progresses, show emotions and shows that he likes people. He certainly likes women, and you know, and he falls in love with Yennefer in the way that a guy like him who lives on his own in the woods would fall in love with her as a sort of soulmate. It's got great special effects. It looks good. All the acting and costumes are great. It's not sort of sci-fi TV level monsters or anything. You've got people in rubber suits. You've got you know, that mixed with CGI effects but done in the right way. You've got great sword battles where he's chopping people up left, right and centre. You get a mages fight where they're defending a castle or fort against an army, so that should fulfil anyone who likes Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of stuff. And it's just a quality show. It's 8 episodes long, and the only real quibble I've got with it is that the last episode feels like it could have done with another 20 or 30 minutes on the end of it. Just because of the way it resolves, and I won't spoil it too much. Geralt meets up with the young princess, but then it essentially ends there, and really it needs to be just, I don't know, rounded off a little bit. But I'm sure it'll get a second series, and I can't wait to watch it. Henry Cavill obviously made the right choice to go for this role and ditch Superman in the DCEU as it is at the moment. He's just a huge rhino of a man. I mean, you get the bathtub scene. If you like the video games, there's a scene where he's in the bathtub with Yennefer, and I thought, I recognise that from the game, and that will keep a lot of people happy. Also, it's not for kids, totally not for kids, this series. There's loads of nudity, and there's a bit of sex, and just the level of violence, etc. Isn't for kids at all. But otherwise, I think it's a great series and it's really worth watching. And if you want to like and subscribe the video and the channel, then please feel free to do so.